2023. Occidental, Negroes Oriental, mga Bisaya, mga Cebuano, mga Ilongga. Dito na ako sa inyong lahat. Ako si Chase Augustus, el primero, numero uno anthropologist dito sa bansa natin, las Islas de Pilipinas. And we're here live from Bacolod Centro. Yeah, chapter 2, ThunderBolt Kalesa. And for all of you Englisheros out there, good day to ya. Buenos dias, mayong araw, magandang araw, magandang tanghali. We're here, and for those chapter 2 of Prometheus Unbound, book 2, here in the Philippine Islands. The Kalesa is the two-wheel vehicle, original vehicle here in the Philippines, and usually pulled by a caballo, a horse. Calabaw, as you may find, famous golden calabaws of Negroes, Bacolod, which I hope to behind us, the capital of Occidental Negros, Negros Occidental, and get the mythology from where we find tourists, aficionados, información aficionados aquí en ese puesto, Negros Occidental, and Camino SanRizal. The inaugural Camino SanRizal 2023. Hope to be a annual Camino SanRizal. If I have anything to say about it, I hope that continues, and we're here on the journey of Camino SanRizal. We've closed the first chapter of this book, looking for Lola, but hopefully, with the help of Kampanya, circle back around. And everything will be all right. But as we all know, there in Iloilo, and at the beginning of this, our conversations on anthropology of religion means we began on Santa, or Easter, and the resurrection. And interestingly enough, here, as you know, in Iloilo, was confirmed. Iloilo's rabbit hole. We've entered. We've descended, and you know, once you journey into the underworld, once you journey into the rabbit hole, into the unknown, you never know what lies ahead, what journeys, what revelations, what tools you pick up along the way. Sometimes they are very powerful, very profound. And as you see here, we have descended deeper into the belly of the whale, into the depths of the rabbit hole, and we're all sharing that together, as it is one that we walk together. From this point forward, it may seem as such that we are alone at times, but it is not the case, as there are many that walk with us, whether it be in physical form, in spirit, in elemental form, and through the many different avenues that can be walked. We are not alone. The watchers watch, the family, the friends, the different elements at play, and walk with us on our journey. Maybe sometimes against us, but hopefully in the majority of cases for us and with us, for the purpose of uplifting, of a positive, uniting element. And we discussed in our first lecture series of the anthropology of the Philippines. I've, in honor of my presentation at the University of San Francisco about Buddhism in the pre-colonial Philippines and Hinduism in the pre-colonial Philippines, to my fellow cohorts, out of honor for that presentation and the Vajrayana tradition, which the archaeological, cultural, and historical documentation in the Philippines all show there is a strong presence of the Vajrayana tradition here in the Philippine Islands directly after its formation. And for those of you that are in the know regarding Buddhism, Hinduism, and those traditions, they was a strong concentration within that what traditional academia refers to as the cult of Vajrayana, which is in the Mahayana tradition. A part of it had a very strong prominence. The female goddess, in very much like the cult of Santa Rosa, or the cult of Santa Maria in the Catholic tradition. And as we spoke about in our first Anthropology of Religion series, the connection between Easter, resurrection, rebirth, reincarnation, very similar elements, very closely associated in the deep symbolism and esoteric meaning of all of those three R's. As Jose Rizal titled his first book, Noli Tangere, basically an ethnological project in a fictional literature sense. But Noli Tangere is associated closely with Easter and resurrection, birth, and that is that Rizal in his time in Europe and the beautiful museums and centers of art and history there. There was a powerful art symbolism motif that was almost often and always titled Noli Me Tangere, which is where he most certainly probably adopted this powerful motif, which means touch me not. And this is what it was the title, Jesus after the resurrection, as depicted in the ancient Renaissance of the famous artists of ancient Europe. And what it shows is after Jesus' resurrection, he's usually holding farming tools, and he's depicted in farmer attire. Farmer usually has a hat and the attire, the wardrobe of a farmer, and holding a pick or a hoe or a shovel. And he is one of the el último bucaneros. And of course, we're talking about this in the academic, institutional, anthropological sense of things. And so the Noli Me Tangere, resurrection, the Easter, and Noli Me Tangere, the Jose Rizal, are all very closely linked to this the symbolism, the planting of one seed as a farmer in the soil, in a proper soil, a nutrient-rich soil that gives birth to new life that carries on. As you see here, this is one of those powerful motifs that we find in the journey of the rabbit. Something very powerful along the way in this journey in the previous island of Panay, in one of the most beautiful places I've ever experienced in the world. If you have not been there, you must go. The Baguio of the Visayas of the South. It is absolutely of a stunning, gorgeous nature. And going up to the very top of the highest mountain peaks there, they have stations, the Stations of the Cross, for those of the Catholic or Christian traditions. And as those of you that know, there's 14 stations. But one thing that came to my revelation at the time, I should say, is that there's two missing. There's two stations missing because there's two very powerful, important stations after the first 4 is being the descent to the underworld, the descent down, the descent into the unknown, as that is an acknowledged and known religious fact and tradition in the narrative, is that he descended after the down unknown before his resurrection, and then that would be the 15th station, and the 16th, the final station of resurrection, is Steve, and the culmination of Santa Semana, of Easter, of Nolimi Tangere, the 16th station. I guess you could say 16.2, because when you plant the seed in the soil and it rises up out of the ground, that is the ultimate resurrection, the continuation, the salapuna, the sacred from the darkness of the lagoon or the underworld. So there's a lot of powerful symbolism here, and that's one of the things, you always kind of, you see it. It's difficult to figure out what it means. Easter eggs, what does that have to do with resurrection and Jesus and these ancient motifs, even going pre-Christian traditions and history of religion. The motif is still there. It's one of the most ancient motifs, but they've kept it protected and sacred through into the modern traditions. So we can shed light on some of those interesting aspects and provide some revelations into the meanings of these things that are just here on the surface that we look at, that we don't think twice about. And as you see here, almost always, 99% of the time, when I see monuments here in the Philippines, especially these ancient obelisks of the ancient orders, tradition, and origin, such as Egypt, there's all. And as you know, we are connecting these ancient, these modern beliefs with our ancient beliefs and antismo, ancient religions of the Philippines. Isabel de la is in collaboration with apologists, Mark, Chase Augustus, Carlos Tercero. You need to I want to also thank you very much for all the folks that have purchased it on Amazon. Both it's available and back, and it's verified that it can ship here directly to the Philippine Islands. And I've also had orders from all over the place and some very great reviews, 5-star reviews, all 5-star reviews. Papasalamat ako sa lahat talaga yung mga supportan sa akin. Thank you very much to the purchasers of my book, our book, and your support and your reviews. I greatly appreciate it, 100%. Thank you all very much. And also those that have donated, fund me, that is part of chapter our main missions looking for a place to land for Bulalakaw, Barangay Bulalakaw. We're looking for our permanent residents. As you know, Barangay Bulalakaw, wherever we are at, there we are. And, but in order to do what we want to do, you know, such as the Rizal Solar Farm and the Rizal Institute of Technology, triumph of technology over death and suffering was one of his alma maters, one of his great visions, and that's what we hope to achieve in the Rizal Institute of Technology. Thank you so much for your support on that GoFundMe, so check that out as well. So we always see Philippines list Rizal, and well, maybe there's some deep esoteric symbolism there. The Easter Bunny, the rabbit hole. It's maybe that's in place of Rizal since he's not here. There must be some meaning in that with the meaning of resurrection, rebirth. The planting of the seed in the soil. He's holding the carrot, she's holding the egg. I mean, it looks very phallic, very symbolic to me. You know, that it gives birth to new life, standing where Rizal should stand. I mean, you could really don't. I mean, we don't have to be rocket scientists. We just put the two and two together, and there we are. Beautiful, powerful symbolism. Welcome to ThunderBolt Kalesa, live from Negroes, Occidental, Visayas. Beautiful, beautiful place, beautiful park, beautiful day. Let's check this place out a little bit. Let's see what else we got going on here. And beautiful people, beautiful. I mean, oh, I can't say it enough. It really is. Let's check this out. Okay, let's go do a little tour and check out this centro here, the park. See what we got going on. I'm gonna get a little. I'm sweating. Dog. All right, see what we got here. Negroes, Occidental, provincial capital of Occidental Negros. I do want to try and get the story of the golden calabaw eventually from the folks here that are highly knowledgeable in mythology, but the calabaw is a native auction, I guess you could say, here in the Philippines. This is a special one.
Where are you from?
Yung ako, gusto po kayo.
Okay lang.
Perinyaki. Oh, kayo. Okay lang. Okay. Lagi binabati sa inyo.
Ano ba?
May video ako dito.
Vlog? Okay lang.
Oh. Anong pangalan mo?
Michael.
Taga?
Philadelphia. Pero dito ako nasa 11 ako dito.
Anong province mo dito, pare?
Dito.
Dito talaga? Negros. Ikaw po. Ver? Or Cebuano? Ilonggo? Mabuhay kayo mga kababayan ko. May sumili taga dito din. Doon sa kabila, Bawan, Batuan. Ganda talaga dito sa inyo.
Akala ko kano ka eh. Tagal mo tayo. Ano ba klase kano?
Yeah.
Maano yung init? Hindi. Kasanay na yan.
Yeah. Minsan yung mga iba hindi nila alam kung anong napaisip tungkol sa akin. Grabe, saan ka lagi? Grabe, kakaiba talaga lahat ang yan. Kalahati dito, kalahati doon. Yung sa nagtatay ko, Pilipino sila. At dito din sa alam mo yung kwento tungkol yung golden calabaw?
Wala.
Yung calabaw mahaba